Well, good afternoon. Today is Wednesday, September. No, don't I wish it was still September. It's Wednesday, October 8th, right? Yes, because Jim was making fun of me because I have like a little calendar. I've shown this to you. I don't feel like getting up to show you again. But anyway, I have a clock calendar that has a clock on the belly, and then the snowman's holding a little sign, and there's little numbers in there that you can move around. And I forgot to move to seventh yesterday, and so Jim was making fun of me last night. He says, I'm a day behind all day. I'm a day behind all day. And then I noticed that I didn't change the thing. But today is Wednesday, October 8th, and we have some birthdays today because today is Nancy's birthday. So Nancy, happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Nancy. Happy birthday to you. Cha-cha-cha. It's also Susan over at Sparklin' Susan. Today's Susan's birthday. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Susan. Happy birthday to you. Cha-cha-cha. I already sent her a text. But it's also Nancy Ashley's birthday. We got two Nancys in one day. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Nancy. Happy birthday to you. Cha-cha-cha. Well, I hope all three of you have a great, great anniversary. But we have some anniversary. Well, it's the anniversary of your birth, but it's actually your birthday. But it's not actually your birthday because your birthday would have happened years ago. Okay, Sandy, dig yourself out of this one really quick. Just pretend like all that just didn't happen. You don't remember seeing that or hearing that. But we have anniversaries today because today is Cynthia and Jim Beglia, Veglia. Today is their 23rd anniversary. Happy anniversary, happy anniversary, happy anniversary, happy anniversary, happy, 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 happy anniversary, happy, 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 happy anniversary. Well, I hope you have a great, great anniversary. But today is also the anniversary of when my son Jimmy and Samantha got together. They're not legally married according to the law, but they're married. I consider them an old married couple because they've been married they've been together for 13 years. I think it's the same as being married, as far as I'm concerned. She's my daughter-in-law. That's how I refer to her. Whenever anybody asks, I say my daughter-in-law, Samantha. But today is Jimmy and Samantha's anniversary. Happy anniversary, happy anniversary, happy anniversary, happy anniversary, happy, 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 happy anniversary, happy, 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 happy anniversary. Well, I hope you have a great, great anniversary too, all four of you. Yesterday, I had shorts on and a short sleeve shirt. Today, I got my jeans on and a long sleeve shirt. It is 53 degrees outside. It's like cold. It's not cold, it's chilly. But I think, although it's supposed to go up into the 70s this weekend. So, I don't know. This weather is so it's such a fluky lately. I don't know. Anyway, so although I did still sleep with my window open last night, it was so nice. It was just so nice. But trying to think what's going on. I went to Kroger's this morning to do some grocery shopping. I didn't really need a lot of stuff, but the deli and the bakery were closed, so I was not tempted to get a donut because they're remodeling the store, and that part of the store, which is moving back, the store is becoming bigger. The Dollar Palace that was next door went out of business, and so they took up all of their space, and so they're expanding again. Used to be like we was really small. It used to be they remodeled a couple of years ago, and they took over the Hallmark store, and the Hallmark store moved to the other end, and then they expanded a little bit more, took up another little store that was just like I don't even know what kind of store it was. And now they're taking the Dollar Palace. I think pretty soon they're going to take up the whole the whole complex. So I wasn't tempted to get a donut, although I could have bought like a box of donuts. But they're like $8. It's like I remember when you could buy a box of donuts for $2.50. It's like, oh, those days are long gone, my friends, long gone. So I just really needed to get some milk and bread, and I got some. Jim likes hot dogs. Gag me with the spoon, so I got Jim some hot dogs, and then I got the ice cream for his birthday dinner on Saturday. He wanted strawberry cheesecake, but they only had strawberry shortcake. So I got him that. And then there was a new flavor that I thought he might like, German chocolate cake. I won't eat that because it's got coconut in it. I'm allergic to coconut, so that will not tempt me in the least little bit. So, because Jim's birthday is on Saturday, he's going to be 76. And then what else is going on? Oh, if you could say some prayers for Bobby. Bobby's having surgery tomorrow. So for a successful surgery. So Bobby could use your prayers. And then last night, I know, only me. I know. We talked about this yesterday, but I am so stressing about this MRI on Monday. I'm going to do it. So why am I getting myself all worked up before I even go? I don't know. I've had so many helpful suggestions, and I appreciate all of them. But last night, I have a grandfather clock that chimes every 15 minutes. So my thinking is that the test is going to take at least once I'm in the machine, at a minimum of 15 minutes. Although I think it could go up to a half hour. But I'm thinking at least 15 minutes. So what I did last night was I laid completely flat on my back, and then I put my hands to the side, and I waited until the things chimed, the clock chimed, and then I just sat there, and then I was thinking what I could do to keep my mind occupied until they chimed again. So I started saying some prayers, and then I started memorizing people's phone numbers. And then I was putting people's birth dates in the order that they were born and the year and everything. And then the 15 minutes that it chimed in and went pretty quick. So I have a plan of attack of what I plan on doing when I'm in there. And then if after that 15 minutes and I'm still in there, I'll just start the loop again. It's my thought. I am going to head for ask for the headphones. I am going to put a mask on my face, or my girlfriend Kathy, the elusive Kathy, she put a wet cloth over her face. So I'm just to do something like that. I did close my eyes while I was doing it because I thought that I wanted to practice, but only me. Only me. I know. I'm a wackadoodle. I'm not telling you any different. You all know that about me. You just know that's true. So, so I went to my book club last night. It was everybody loved the book. It was really good. It was a really hearty discussion. There was one lady that comes there. I think she used to be a nun. I know she used to be a teacher, but I think she was a nun and then she left and became a teacher. But she's very quiet during the meetings, and she has a notebook full of notes. And she opens up the notebook because when she reads the book, I only know this because the lady next to me told me this, that her name is Terry. And she says that Terry takes all these notes for the book, everything she reads, so that she'll have any answer to any question. Yet she never participates in the discussion, ever. She watches her notes and she flips through the pages but I mean, to each their own, I guess, but it was a good discussion. And then the curator that handles it, she felt bad because we were all done like 10 minutes early because it's from 6:30 to 7:30. And so she didn't want to let us go 10 minutes early because she thought we were entitled to the other 10 minutes. And all of us were just kind of like, well, we've already discussed the book. There's not really much else to discuss. So then she decided to give us a list of the books that she's going to read. And then she said one of the books she wanted to read was First Lie Wins. And Denise and I both said, oh, that was a good book. And she said, you read it? We didn't. And she says, well, yeah, didn't we already read that? And I go, no, we read that during the summer because Christy had the book from her book club. And so she says, oh. I says, well, I'll read it again because they're not planning on reading that, I think, until March or April, something like that. I'll just refresh myself with it again. But coming home, I cannot drive at night. I cannot see at night. When you watch like Christmas stories and stuff like at Christmas time, and they have all the lights all out of focus, and like all the Christmas lights are all out of focus, and then they bring the scene in and they focus it all in, and so you can see the lights clear as day. I see the unfocused look. That's what I see. I see all these unfocused headlights coming at me, all these unfocused brake lights in front of me, or rear lights, and I. It was a scary drive home. Because I forgot that the sun goes down so much earlier now. Because last month I was no problem. This month, because the sun sets at 7:10, it was scary. It really was scary. I was like, so next month what I'm going to do is Jim's going to drop me off because Denise goes to a quilting class just before that. Not a class, but a group. I guess they get together and they quilt and all that good stuff. And then she just has to go across the street to the library to go to the meeting. So she's going to drive me home. So Jim said he would drop me off because Jim has no problems driving at night. So that's my plan of attack for the next couple months. Well, more than a couple months because it's going to be dark until at least April. But I do enjoy going to the book club. So I forget the name of the book we're reading next month. I already put it in the other room. But this is what we're going to be reading now. We are going to be reading Unfinished Business. It came out in 2021, and it's 337 pages. And I got this one more, and then the one I'm going to buy with the gift card my brother got me, and then I'll be all caught up on that one. But this one is Mateo Vega, a one-time employee of Allie Reynolds' husband, B. Simpson, has spent the last 16 years of his life behind bars. According to the courts, he murdered his girlfriend, but Mateo knows that her real killer is still on the loose, and the first thing he's going to do when he gets a taste of freedom is to track him down. After being granted parole, a wary Mateo approaches Stu Ramey of High Noon Enterprises for a reference letter for a job application, but to his surprise, Stu gives him one better. He asks him to come on board and work for B once again. Just as Mateo starts his new job, though, chaos breaks out at High Noon. A deadbeat tenant who is in arrears has just fled, and tech expert Cammie has gone missing. So that's the book we're going to read today. I'm kind of done with reading. I want to finish this. I want to finish that book and get the other one, and then probably just take a little bit of a hiatus because I just think I've been there, done that. I just prepare myself for the puzzle coming after Christmas. I'm trying to think what we watched last night on TV. Oh, we watched Murder in a Small Town. I don't want to live in that town. There's always a murder. It was kind of odd seeing Malcolm Jamal Warner. It was the last performance that he ever did before he drowned when he was swimming this past summer. And so they had a little blurb for him at the end, talking about it. And then what else did we? Oh, we watched Dancing with the Stars. And I predicted both weeks who was supposed to go home. Andy Richter, is that his name? He used to be the sidekick, I think, for Conan O'Brien. Nice guy. He gives it his all, but he should go home. For the last 3 weeks, he should have been the one going home. But all 3 weeks, I knew that he would stay because I think he's got a good social following. And I predicted the same one. It was Alec Baldwin's wife. Okay. I know I'm not a good judge of character as far as ages go, but I looked her up because she's got 7 children. She only gave birth to 1, and they did a surrogate for the other 6. So that just shows you how much money they have that they can do. And I don't know if it was the same surrogate or 6 different surrogates, but I know that comes into a little bit of cha-ching, 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 some money. But it said on her bio that she's 41. I would put her in her 50s, easily in her 50s. So she either didn't age well, or she's had a hard life, or she's lying about her age. And I never understood why people lied about their age. I never really had a problem with my age. I know that when I turned 30, most people when they turn 40, that bothers them. When I turned 30, it was a hard year for me. It really was. And I don't know why. Somehow turning 30, I just felt like, oh my gosh, I'm 30 already. It just was kind of weird. I know that on my 25th birthday, I went to renew my driver's license. And the clerk says, oh, happy birthday, you're 25 today. And I said, oh no, I'm 24. And she says, no, you're 25. And I go, please don't age me any faster than I need to be aged. I said, I'm 24. I was born in 1950. This is 1975. 75 from 50 is 25. Oh my God, I'm gonna be 20. I got 2 years older this one birthday. I just missed the whole 24th. I just, I was like, oh my gosh. I went home and I told Jim, I said, do you know how old I am? And he said, yeah, you're 25. And I go, oh my gosh, why didn't you tell me? I didn't know. It's like, oh, it was like a big secret to me. But like I said, 30 was the only one that bothered me. I don't. And then, like, even this year, and everybody kept saying it was like a monumental birthday because I turned 75. I'm thinking, okay. But then you think about it, 25, 50, 75. Well, it's really 21, 40, 50, 75, and then 100. Or like 60, 70, 80, all of that good stuff. But I don't know. As long as I'm having a birthday every year, that's all that really matters to me. And I'm healthy and I'm feeling good and all that good stuff. I'll be fine with it. So, but anywho, sir, I think that's going to do it. Yeah. I'm going to watch some videos today. I still got to watch Joan's weekend video when Doug was ordained. I can't think of the word. Sometimes, those words kind of stick in my mind. Ordained over the weekend. And then I think I'm pretty much caught up, other than the people that put up videos yesterday. I got to watch them today. That's it. So until next time.